Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kawela, and on this channel we are set, we discover ourselves, we empower ourselves, and we transform our lives. Today's video is a follow-up to the frustrations of job searching. We are frustrated but we want to secure a job. We are going to talk about the mistakes that I made that I feel like if you avoid them, they will give you a better chance to land a job. So let's get started. The first mistake you want to avoid is not having a goal and just applying for whichever job that you see. I know some of us, some degrees we did, you are told you can work anywhere, you can do anything, or there's a couple of things you can do, you can work in different sectors. So when you start looking for a job, you are not specific in your head, or you've not made a CV for a particular thing. You are just apply everything you see, you just send the same application over and over again. So write down the sector that you want to work in, write down the department, which department do you want to work in. Don't just be saying you want to work anywhere. Also, if someone approaches you and asks you, yes, I know you are looking for a job, what kind of job are you looking for? You just start saying just any job. There's no job that's any job. So if they find a job, maybe you can do it, but you won't be the first person to pop in their minds because you've not specified what you want. So know what you want and then now apply with that goal in mind. Also, when you meet someone, you are trying to network, you are trying to tell them you want a certain kind of job, they will remember you because they know, oh, it's an accountant you want. So and so told me they are looking for an accounting job. And number 2, we talked about that in my previous video about the frustrations, is stop believing negative beliefs. People are coming to you telling you, unajua siku hizi there is no jobs, there's no jobs, it's a must you bribe someone. Why is no one approaching you to tell you give them a bribe? No one has approached you, you give them a bribe. You can see everybody else is progressing with their lives, and sometimes these people who are like there's no jobs, maybe they've started a business and you are just there just looking for a job or believing there is no jobs and just staying at home doing nothing. But these other people, then they've started businesses, they are continuing, they are just putting up that face. A lot of people don't like you to know their business, so they just pretend with you, yes, there's no jobs, we are suffering, and that time someone has made a deal that's making them money. So don't believe those negative beliefs if you have them. Just be delusional. If someone is telling you you have to bribe, tell yourself, okay, let the people who want bribes, let them approach me. I'll be the one who is approached to give the bribes. Or if it's connections, I'll be the one who will be having those uncles for give me your CV. Just believe that. Even if you don't actually believe it, just tell it to yourself. Tell it, and then at one point, like, your mind will just be automatically going to that instead of thinking there's no jobs. Next, start preparing. Imagine, prepare for an interview. So we said in that video, if you've not watched it, please go back and watch it about the frustrations. We talked about how most Kenyan companies call you maybe a day before to tell you have an interview tomorrow, or even at night tell you have an interview. So instead of you just sitting waiting until you are told you have an interview and then now you start going to look at the interview questions, prepare. Be every time, if you're not doing anything, if you're not busy, go and look at interview questions and how to answer them. A CV, how can I make a good CV? Write it down. How can I make a good cover letter? Write it down. Prepare so that when an opportunity comes, it finds you prepared. And if you are prepared, then you're good to go and you won't most likely miss the opportunity. So stay in a state of continuing to prepare. Also, some people, you forget English. Sometimes you'll stay unemployed for so long and you interact with just local people, so no one is speaking to you in English. So don't be there, you've forgotten English. The day of interview is when you are going to start practicing English and then you forget your words. So try and prepare yourself. In conjunction with preparing, make sure you are sending customized CVs. If you are applying to be an accountant, I don't know why I use accountant so much, But if you are applying to be an accountant, let your CV show there's nothing else you know in this world. You have just been doing accounting. Everywhere you've worked, you have just been an accountant, and just customize it to that. Some weeks back, I posted on my Instagram stories. If you've not followed me there, please follow me. It's just _Kawila_. So I posted about how when you are in high school, you are taught to write a CV. You are just told, right? If you worked in a supermarket, you write you worked in a supermarket. If you worked in a school, you write you worked in a school. If you worked in a bank, you write you worked in a bank. But that makes you seem like you don't have a direction. You are like, whatever you get is what you take, and that's not a good look for anyone. Even you won't go and employ someone who just does all kinds of things. Whatever is thrown at them is what they are going to take. So try and customize your CV. If you don't know how to do it, just go and look for professional help. Well, you have just come to know in this world, you don't know anything. Just go look for professionals and they tell you what to do. So go and look for professional help. Sometimes it's not expensive. I know, like for me, I used to see it's expensive. Yeah, you see someone is charging you 10,000 to make for you a CV. That is a lot of money. Most people, we don't have that money at hand. So there's some people who give free advice. You just go and Google, look for the free advice, and then you follow that free advice. If you see someone is advertising, especially those who charge, sometimes they advertise, maybe they are doing a Zoom webinar and it's a free one. You just go and join, hear what they have to say, and then you apply it. So try as much as possible to customize your CV. And if you don't know how to seek professional help, you just look for a professional to help you in this. Other thing I used to do, that one I used to do along, like immediately after I got off campus, is you apply for a job, and then because like on Brighter Monday or those fools, even LinkedIn, I think they normally write after 3 weeks. If you've not seen a response, then you know you've automatically been rejected. So me, I'll come. I don't know. I used to think I'm so special. I just apply for the job, and I know, see, I've applied for this job, and this company will see me, and I'm qualified. Kwani what can happen? They can't reject me. So I just apply for the job, and then I wait. And I'll be checking. Oh, I remember I applied for that. Let me check how long it's been. And then after it's been 3 weeks, that's when I'll apply for the next one. That's when I'll apply for the next one. That was so naive. So if you are applying for a job, don't be like me and just wait until like they've responded, or even after an interview, don't refuse to go for another interview because you've been interviewed and you're waiting for a response. You just keep the system running, because they're not after they interview you, they take you and then they wait for you to make a mess, so that when they fire you, they now hire the next person who applied. They are keeping the system going, looking at different people. So even you look at different companies. If it's one day, apply for 2 or 3 jobs. Tomorrow apply for other ones. The other day apply for other ones. Don't wait until you are waiting for them to see you. Don't wait. Just keep applying, keep applying, keep applying. If you are tired, you rest. Don't apply until you become sick. The next thing, don't listen to people who are negative about you wanting a job. So there'll always be people who will discourage you and tell you are a very learned person. Why don't you just like start a business or something like that? Why do you have to get employment or to get a corporate jobs? You can just do any kind of work. Don't listen to those people. Those are people who don't want what's best for you. And remember, you're the one who knows what is best for you. So if in your heart everything that you desire is to have a job, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let negative people tell you anything. You just listen to them. It gets in this year and it gets out through the other year. But stay confident in yourself. Be hopeful. Don't lose hope. And just tell yourself that ipo siku. Just tell yourself, ipo siku, imagine, and there's a day that will come and you get that job. Because if you wanted to start a business, you wouldn't have people telling you that you are wasting your money and things like that. Even if you get, maybe you go on a loss, if someone told you that, you'd be saying they are a hater or they don't want anything good for you. So it's the same. If your biggest desire is to get employment, if your biggest desire is to get employment, don't listen to people who tell you that you can't get it. Just keep applying, keep looking for advice and tips and tricks on how to navigate the market. Lastly, don't be ashamed of your situation, especially if you've never gotten a job. I know there's many reasons people look for jobs, and you find that there's some people who are already employed and they're looking for an alternative job. So if you've never been employed, don't be ashamed. Me, I used to be so ashamed after some time, like after 3 years, where it's like I'm even the brand of unemployment. When people see me, they just know. When I'm there in the prayer, we have to include those who don't have jobs. God, please help them get jobs. I used to be so ashamed. I used to feel so ashamed. But don't be ashamed. Just let it be like that. It's good when everybody knows you are looking for a job. Let everyone know, so that in case an opportunity comes, they think of you. They remember, oh, there's this person, she does not have a job. But if you're ashamed and you hide and you start pretending, you start posting for people how you are in Mombasa, you are in Dubai, celebrate, no one will remember you don't have a job. So let you be seen you don't have a job, but then people will remember you when an opportunity comes. And that is it for my video today. Thank you so much, guys, for your support on my previous videos. Please, if you've not subscribed, subscribe. If you've not shared with your friend, please just share with your friend. And until next time, bye.